I've been drinking. I get filthy when that liquor get it to me. I've been thinking. Why can't I keep my fingers off it, baby? I want you.
Guess what? How to eat with your hands. This is so perfect. And this author, David Sedaris, is actually from North Carolina.
Cigars on ice.
So we're at the Natural Museum of Science in Raleigh. I found proper documentation of how the chicks develop. And so I think this is essential for the people who are exploring balut for the first time to kind of know what they're eating. So balut is a fertilized duck egg, and you eat it with a semi-formed chick fetus and with a yolk and the amniotic fluid. At the end of the day, it's an egg. Now you see the developmental stages of the food that you eat. Hi, so we're in Umstead Park, which is part of the Triangle in North Carolina, which comprises of Raleigh, Chapel Hill, and Durham.
It's a lonely daffodil. It's the only one.
On our hike, we found some mushrooms, but unfortunately, we can't eat them because they might be dangerous.
I'm so excited!
So the food scene in the Triangle in Raleigh is still very young, and now they're just having a lot of food trucks. And we actually got to go in one, which is called the LOMO, which stands for Local and Mobile, and it's actually a food truck that is a farmer's market. So they roam around and actually bring fresh produce wherever they go. And it's really cool. It's a great concept. So we're at the Parlor, which is an awesome ice cream shop in Durham. And they started out with a Kickstarter, and then now they've raised enough money from a food truck to actually have a brick and mortar location. And what I have here is 2 scoops of goat cheese and coriander, and I have a mamey, which is a tropical fruit, which is a combination of papaya and a melon. They do a lot of vegan stuff as well, aside from your normal ice cream, and hopefully people will be able to come here more often in Durham.
Last thing I remember is our beautiful bodies grinding up in a club. Drunk in love.
It's very interesting that the Civil War broke out here around 1890, and then those were the conditions when people started getting sick. But in the Philippines, that's the time that we started brewing beer, San Miguel beer. So it's just kind of funny, how history affects different civilizations in different ways. And it's the first day of spring, so it's nice to be out. It's about 70 degrees, and it's pretty, it's cloudless. And I just wanted to talk to you guys more about my menu for Sunday. I partnered up with Crank Arm Brewery, which is a bicycle-themed brewing company here in downtown Raleigh. And they were nice enough to pair some of their beers with my menu dishes. So we're going to start with pinakbet, which we're going to have local vegetables that are in season. And I heard from the grapevine that kale, sweet potatoes, and okra are in season right now in North Carolina. So we're going to pair that with the Unicycle, which is an American pale ale.
Hey, Frank Arn. I think I've talked to just about everybody here already. I'm one of the owners. The first beer that we paired was the Unicycle, which is our American pale ale. And something that's fun for me because it's a single hop pale ale, so I use 1 hop in the whole process. But each time I brew it, it's a different hop. So if you come down to the brewery every month or so, it'll be a different hop, and you get to try the different characteristics of that hop. Everything being equal other than the hop. So, you get to try different things. But this is Mosaic, which is a very citrusy hop, which I thought would go really well with the vinegar and the vegetables. So kind of add a little bit of something to cut through the vinegar. As far as when you drink the beer. So cheers on this one, and I'm excited. Let's eat.
Cheers. Cheers. If I had any.
One quick little tip with eating with your hands.
So how we do this is we get a bit of the rice. We get some of the Tokwa't baboy, a little bit of that bean curd right there. So we make a little ball, yeah. And then do like this. Use your thumb over here, 4 fingers there. Lift and.
And you use your thumb to push it.
And then we're going to have Tokwa't baboy, which is deep fried bean curd and crispy pork. And that's going to be partnered with an American ale that they have called the Reflector.
Brown ale, so it's got a roasty characteristic, kind of sweet, kind of caramelly, so goes really well with the sweetness of the pork, I think.
We're going to have the jamonado, which is pineapple cured pork, and that's what we're going to be pairing with the Flying Scotsman, which is another red ale. And then we're going to have tocino, which is one of my favorite to eat, especially for breakfast. But we're going to have it for dinner. And it's sweet cured pork. It's basically sugar and some soy sauce. And then we're going to pair that with the Belgian saison that they have. And then we're going to end the dinner with camote delight, which is sweet potatoes that are also in season. And that we're going to be pairing with a motivator. Which is our Imperial Stout, which is about 8.5% alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
But it has the dairy cocoa nibs and De Los Muertos coffee in it. So it's a chocolate coffee stout. Yanni, you guys.
For matching the beers perfectly.
I had the distinct pleasure of dining at Salo dinner last night in Raleigh. Here we are. And we just made a lot of longanisa sausage. So this is my first time doing it, and I had a lot of fun.
We're making vegan style longanisa, and this smells just exactly how it should smell back in the Philippines. So, pretty good recipe.
When you mix, there's this secondary protein called myosin, and so this is what we call like the primary bind. So as you mix, it's almost like forming gluten. So if you mix, and the secondary protein kicks in, and that's what makes the meat like real sticky, starts sticking together. Now I have a new sausage in my repertoire, and she gets to take a bunch with her and hopefully use it in the next dinner.
Yay! We get longanisa!
All of my 50-state dinners are partnered up with Feastly, which is a web-based platform for chefs and diners to find each other. So check them out at www.eatfeastly.com. Come join me on my 50-state tour. You can check it out on www.thesaloproject.com or facebook.com/Salo Series or @Salo Series on Instagram and Twitter or #Salo Series. Next stop is Virginia Beach. Yay!